In 1987, Too Tall Jones, despite being 36, was still playing with elite explosiveness and technique. Week 8 against the Giants was a clinic in defensive line dominance. He racked up 4 sacks and consistently disrupted the offensive game plan, thanks to Tom Landry dialing up creative stunts and cross rushes. Look at how Jones sets up pre-snap. He's lined up about half a yard off the line, using that extra space to generate momentum into his rush. As soon as the ball is snapped, he does a stunt rush and explodes downhill, engaging the guard. Because of his speed off the stunt, the guard has no time to reset his leverage, leaving him vulnerable. Jones' speed is very deceptive here. He keeps the guard on his inside shoulder, dictating the matchup. Jones takes off. His length and athleticism are outrageous. He leaves his feet from 3 yards out, covering serious ground. And when he lands, he's directly in front of the quarterback, forcing a hairy check-down throw underneath short of the first down. That leap was like a T-Rex leaping after its prey. Jones was 6'9", but when he raised his arms, he was 9 feet. To put this into perspective, Sims was 6'3". I have no idea how Sims got this ball off. Had Jones fully jumped off the ground, we're talking about 11 feet tall.
Watch Too Tall Jones time his jump and get this extra point with both hands. I've never seen that by a defensive player. An offensive rebound.
In front of that David Posey field goal. Look at him. See if it is number 72. Hands up right there. Look how high he is.
Fascinating. Jones's IQ is on full display here. He's manned up on the tackle again, forcing him to match Jones's pad level like he's done all game. Watch how he starts by attacking the outside shoulder. This forces the tackle to shift his leverage outward. Then there's that signature lean technique. Right leg straight, left leg off the ground, completely different from his teammates. Most lean after contact, Jones is doing it before. His ability to control his frame like this is absolutely unreal. He's giving out the illusion that he's defying gravity. Jones is a rare blend of size, balance, and biomechanics. His lean technique is all about control. He's shifting his center of mass before contact, using core strength and stabilizer muscles to stay upright. His long frame gives him leverage, letting him manipulate angles for maximum efficiency. That lean isn't just for show. It's anticipation. Add in his fast twitch muscle fibers, and you got a guy moving like a much smaller athlete despite being 6'9" and 278 pounds. It looks like he's floating, but it's just elite body control. That's why his technique stands out. It's intentional, not accidental. He starts by attacking the tackle's outside shoulder, but because of his ability to shift balance, he subtly transitions his upper body to the tackle's inside shoulder. This leaves the tackle vulnerable. His inside shoulder now pressed against Jones's chest, forcing him to break down his stance too early in the rep. Look at his legs. He buckled again, just like the previous reps. Now, Jones shifts into a bull rush. His lean puts that massive frame onto the tackle, forcing him to fight against his own momentum. Jones's technique and Jones's dinosaur frame. As Jones continues using his momentum outside, he sets up the high swim move, tossing the tackle aside like a rag doll. That's the true power of leverage and momentum. Then comes Jones's IQ. Instead of rushing the quarterback, Jones stops. The running back is setting up a delayed screen, but Jones ruins it. Sims pump fakes, adjusts, and the running back catches the ball, only to be tackled immediately. But this play is even better than it seems. Mike Hagman is carrying the motion receiver upfield in zone coverage, while Lockhart is taking the tight end. The middle of the field is wide open for a big gain, but Jones's disruption forces the play into the flats. Now watch Jones's movement here. His left leg is planted, right leg hangs off the ground. Then he jumps off his left leg to swat the ball using only a slight push off from his right foot. I mean, this was absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible. Dallas lines up in an aggressive 8-man front, creating immediate blocking mismatches for the Giants. Now focus on Mike Hegman. The Giants' offensive line is in a bind, with only 2 linemen to account for 3 defenders. The math is against them. If the tackle commits to blocking Jones, Hegman is free. But here's the real key: the guard. His blocking approach is a red flag. Instead of kicking out to seal Hegman, that hesitation is really crucial. Watch Jones here. He slows down inside just for a moment, and that's all it takes to freeze the guard. The hesitation from the guard means he never redirects to pick up Hegman, who now has a clean path to the quarterback. It was executed perfectly because of Jones' presence. His ability to command attention altered the guard's decision-making. This represents a pure one-on-one matchup. No stunts, just raw technique and physical dominance. At the snap, Jones initially plays high, positioning himself well above the tackle's shoulder pads. For most edge rushers, this would be a flawed approach. But because of his rare height and natural body control, Jones makes it work to his advantage. Jones' height forces the tackle to match his pad level, which is a huge mistake. Look at the tackle's posture. His knees barely bend, meaning he's completely losing his base and balance. With his weight too high, the tackle is susceptible to being displaced, unable to properly anchor against power or react efficiently to counter moves. Jones swims over the tackle's outside shoulder, immediately putting him in a compromised position. Now, to his credit, the tackle does a solid job here, reclutching and trying to regain his balance. But watch how nimble Jones is. He fights for leverage mid-move. Now here's where Jones separates himself from typical big-body pass rushers. He doesn't just rely on brute strength, he bends. Despite his towering frame, he gets pad level with the tackle while maintaining forward momentum. That's nearly unheard of for a 6'9", 278-pound defensive end. And here's another bottom line. Too Tall Jones wasn't just a physical marvel. He understood leverage, pad level, and body positioning like a technician. We truly haven't seen another edge rusher with this combination of height, agility, and technical mastery since.
I'd look at those long arms of his, and I'd look at myself, and I'm going, this isn't fair. I'm just this short little dumpy guy. Can I really keep him from the quarterback?
You have to prepare for Too Tall a little bit differently than other defensive ends because of his great height.
He wasn't just disruptive either. He was dictating how blockers moved, how offenses adjusted, and how pressure was created. Like this play here. The Giants are in an I formation. He's going to pull, which of course leaves Jones in a trail position. This is the tight end. His job is to try and crack block Jones, but he decides to chop block him. Now look at his athleticism. Jones shot through the gaps with such quickness that the chop block barely got to him. He completely disrupts this run. Remember, this is a 6'9", 278-pound player who should not be moving like this. You're going to hear me say this a lot. Jones' masterclass in body control and manipulating leverage at this point in the game is amazing. Jones is fully locked in. He's dictating the matchup, not just reacting to it. What makes this rep unique is how he plays with dual level leverage, controlling his upper body independently from his lower half. Look at how Jones positions his lower half. He's leaning outward, away from the tackle's frame. It's not a typical edge rusher base, but for Jones, it functions like a low leverage bend without actually needing to drop pad level. He's channeling force through his extended lower half, allowing him to retain balance while still standing tall. Look at the difference now. The tackle is already compromised before the actual finish happens. He recognizes it too, because his leg positioning is breaking down. His knees have shifted, his base is collapsing, and his stance is completely unnatural. There's no way to reset against a defender using height, length, leverage, and a unique stance to manipulate the rep. This guy has no chance at all against Jones. Jones recognizes the vulnerability and executes the underswat, an inside power move that obliterates the tackle's remaining balance. Look at the tackle now. His legs are no longer underneath him, meaning he's lost all foundation. This isn't just a winning rep, it's a systematic dismantling. Jones forced the tackle into a disadvantageous stance, controlled the rep with deceptive move positioning, and then finished with power, completely taking away any chance of recovery. If I'm Bill Parcells, I'm pulling this guy immediately.
He just pulled Ed Jones right down to the carpet, and unfortunately, he did it right in front of the head linesman.
He's getting exposed, and Jones is only getting stronger as the game wears on. This is turning into a full-on trench clinic. On the very next play, Jones' athleticism is again on full display. He bursts through the line with crazy quickness.
24-yard line.
I've never seen anything like this before. He completely disrupts the entire play. This run was going up the gaps, but because of Jones, the backs have to redirect. Just outstanding. The guy is all over the place at this point. He's pass rushing in and outside. He's disrupting run plays. It ain't over yet. It's about to get even more brutal and spectacular. Here this rep is another marvel. Jones still had elite anticipation and burst even at this point in his career. It's especially amazing considering Jones was 36 years old at the time. His reaction time is stunning. You had to slow the film down just to fully appreciate how fast he was moving. Watch the ball. The moment it's hiked, Jones is already firing off the line. His explosion is textbook. He reacted almost instantaneously. And because the tackle is in bailout mode, Jones uses his leverage against him. He cooked him the moment the ball was hiked.
Back to the inside comes Too Tall. When you get an offensive tackle who turns his shoulders away from the line of scrimmage, he's susceptible to being slapped.
Now, look at the rest of the defensive front. Everyone else is still engaging, taking their first steps, while Jones is already penetrating across the line of scrimmage. His timing isn't just good, it's borderline unfair. When you break down plays like this, it's mind-blowing that Jones isn't in Canton. How many edge rushers, especially at 6'9" and 278 pounds, could still win with sheer burst and quickness at this age? The way he moves defies logic. This isn't just a veteran using craftiness. He's still functioning like an elite athlete, blowing up the count, an offensive lineman with first step explosion that even younger defenders dream about. He did the same thing here. He beats the tackle off the ball, but watch how he disrupts the play. The tackle remarkably gets back into position, but look at Jones's reach here. His finger grazes the ball.
Sims is going to go right, though, for Baker, and incomplete.
Now the Giants finally got the memo. Jones has been now double-teamed, chip-blocked, and even triple-teamed. This game from Ed Too Tall Jones, it was straight-up dominant tape. I don't care that he was 36 at the time. He was wrecking the Giants' offensive line from the first snap to the final whistle. Here is one of the most memorable reps in Jones's career. It's not just about being 6'9". Watch how he beats his man with inside leverage, then times the deflection with his offhand. That tells you this isn't just a tall guy swatting balls. It's elite spatial awareness and exceptional hand-eye coordination. That's technique.
Hit and intercepted.
And he wasn't just a pass rusher threat. He was a complete problem. Watch the way he keys the run, shifts down the line, and eats the back alive. Then you get to the reps where he walks the tackle back while staying upright, violating every textbook coaching point, and still dominating. Most guys win by dropping their pad level. Jones, he was so athletic and powerful, he could win high, win low. It didn't matter. The scary part? After 4 sacks, Jones wasn't finished. Not yet. Jones does this beautiful spin move and blocks the pass again. This time, Randy White intercepts the tip pass.
Just
Picked up in the air, intercepted by White.
This was one of the most dominating games in NFL history by a single player, and he did it in his 13th season. He finished with 4 sacks and 3 tipped passes.
Jones is there, got a hand in.
2 of them becoming an interception. That's a game record. That's a dude taking over from the edge like a modern-day Max Crosby or Micah Parsons, but at 6'9", with the wingspan of a dinosaur, the mind of a seasoned tactician. This wasn't just a great game by a veteran. It was an all-time masterclass. You can throw this in any D-line room today, and guys would be taking notes. Honestly, not having Ed Jones in the Hall of Fame is a complete disaster. Until next time, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.